Today I would like to talk about Android architecture. Android architecture contains different number of components to support any Android device needs. Android software contains an open source Linux kernel having collection of number of C++ libraries which are exposed through an application framework services. Among all the components, Linux kernel provides main functionality of operating system functions to smartphones, and Dalvik virtual machine provide platform for running an Android application. The main components of Android architecture Linux kernel, platform libraries, native libraries, Android runtime, application framework, and first layer is applications. First layer interact with the user, that is applications, and last layer, that is Linux kernel, it is interact with hardware. Here application layer. Applications is the top layer of layer. Applications is the top layer of Android architecture. The pre-installed applications like home, contacts, camera, gallery, etc. The third-party applications downloaded from the Play Store like chat applications, games, etc. will be installed on this layer only. It runs within the Android runtime with the help of the classes and services provided by the application framework. Next layer is a application framework. Application framework provides several important classes which are used to create an Android application. It provides a generic abstraction for hardware access and also helps in managing the user interface with application resources. Generally, it provides the services with the help of which we can create a particular class and make that class helpful for the application creation. It includes different types of services, that is activity manager, notification manager, view system, package manager, etc., which are helpful for the development of our application according to the prerequisite. Next layer is a native libraries and Android runtime. Application runtime, that is Android runtime environment, is one of the most important part of Android. It contains components like core libraries and Dalvik virtual machine. Mainly, it provides the base for the application framework and powers our application with the help of the core libraries. Like Java virtual machine, JVM in Java development, Dalvik virtual machine is a register based virtual machine and specially designed and optimized for Android to ensure that a device can run multiple instances efficiently. And it is DVM It is developed for mini browsers. It depends on the layer Linux kernel for threading and low-level memory management. The core libraries enable us to implement Android applications using the standard Java or Kotlin programming languages. Next component is the libraries. The platform libraries include various C, C++ core libraries and Java-based libraries such as Media Framework, Media Graphics, Surface Manager, OpenGL, etc. to provide a support for Android development. Media library provides support to play and record in audio and video formats. Surface Manager responsible for managing access to the display subsystem. SGL and OpenGL, both cross-language, cross-platform application program interface, are used for two-dimensional and three-dimensional computer graphics. SQLite provides database support and FreeType provides front support. SQLite provides database support and FreeType provides font support. FreeType, it gives support for font. WebKit is also there. This open source web browser engine provides all the functionality to display web content and to simplify page loading. SSL, it is a security technology to establish an encrypted link between a web server and a web browser. Linux kernel is heart of Android architecture. It manages all the available drivers such as display drivers, camera drivers, etc., which are required during the runtime. The Linux kernel will provide an abstraction layer between the device hardware and the other components of Android architecture. It is responsible for management of memory, power, devices, etc. The features of Linux kernel are security, memory management, process management, network stack, and driver model. The Linux kernel handles the security between the application and the system. It efficiently handles the memory management, thereby providing the freedom to develop our apps. Process management, it manages the process well, allocates resources to processes whenever they need them. It controls inter-process communication also. Network stack, it efficiently handles the network communication. Driver model, it ensures that the application works properly on the device, and hardware manufacturers responsible for building their drivers into the Linux build. This is the last layer which interact with the hardware, and application is the first layer which interacts with the user. Now summarize the session. How many components are there in Android stack? Linux kernel, native libraries, Android runtime, application framework, applications. On top layer is the application layer, and last layer is the Linux kernel, and it is responsible for all the device driver, power memory management, device management, and resource access. Native libraries on top of Linux kernel, and it is responsible for OpenGL, FreeType, SQLite, Media, C runtime library, and WebKit library is responsible for browser support. SQLite is for database. Android runtime, it contains libraries and Dalvik virtual machine, which is responsible to run Android application. Android framework, on the top of native libraries and Android runtime, there is Android framework, includes Android APIs such as UI, telephonic resources, locations, content providers, package manager, and the last layer applications on the top of Android framework. There are applications, all applications such as home, contact, settings, game, browsers are using Android framework that uses Android runtime libraries. Android runtime native libraries are using Linux kernel. Thank you.